You are now listening to the smooth sensations and high vibrations of Alex, host of the best relationship channel on YouTube. Alex, drop them gems on us.
You got a big bag, let me bang. Show me where your friends at, we can flip that. Let me put you on the game. 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 I'll show you where the red at, where the blue at. Show you where they flip that, where they bitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game right now.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And we gotta do this reaction because Micheal B Jordan just ran into every black man's nightmare, and that is the hood rat from the past running up in your new ventures, running up in your new business plan, running up in your new life and acting an ass. That's right, Micheal B running into a hood rat he grew up with at school who used to quote unquote call him corny. Now, we're going to do a breakdown on this because it's a lot of levels that you can learn from this. It's a lot of things the ladies can learn from this. It's a lot of things the fellas can learn from this. And I'm going to say, black women, all right? Now, before y'all start the nobody's saying all. But this chick right here is the exact reason why y'all have the reputation that you have. I said it in another video, and I'm going to say it again. These are the type of women y'all need to start calling out. Y'all need to start calling out. If you don't want a reputation for having terrible attitudes, being generally annoying, being unmarriageable, being hypocrites, liking the wrong types of dudes, every negative stereotype down to the orange carrot top bright ass hair that she had in her head, which of course is a weave, a bad lace front, a sewing, whatever you want to call it. It's a whatchamacallit. Either way, she's the caricature stereotype of everything wrong with the black woman. And if y'all want to fix your reputation, and again, I said it before and I'll say it again, instead of attacking black men or anyone else who perceives you by your stereotypes, attack the damn stereotype, which is this woman. In y'all defense, before I get busy on this reaction video, a lot of black women were in her comments on Instagram absolutely frying her for multiple different reasons about how she handled this interview, and I was glad to see it. You love to see that. But with nothing else to say before the video, let's get straight into the reaction.
Micheal B Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Now, here's what's funny about this. Two things funny about this. First of all, you can tell by Micheal B's body language that he is showing the ultimate professionalism and ultimate restraint, because I know he wanted to fry her. She's sitting there with that crazy looking yellowish orange weave, big ass forehead popping out, them crazy looking glasses, just looking all tacky and raggedy, giving a damn interview. Y'all need to stop hiring journalists who aren't professionals, by the way. This is not a professional journalist. This is an Instagrammer. This is a blogger. Yeah, I know she got her little corny morning show, which I'm going to get into later in the video because I'm going to bring that up. She got her little corny morning show, but she is not a professional journalist. She doesn't even have enough sense to keep the mic pointed at her face when she's talking. She constantly points the mic at Micheal B and continues to say something where we can't hear what she's saying because the mic is not in her face because she doesn't know what she's doing and she's not professional. But you can tell by his body language, by the way he's looking at her with the... It's taking everything in him not to fry her ghetto, raggedy, dusty ass. It's taking everything in him not to do it. Everything. You can even tell by a little smile. The shoulder lean to the side this way, the 45-degree angle. He's like, man, I should roast you, but I'm not. Because at the end of the day, you on my red carpet, and I'm directing this movie that y'all about to go see, so I'm not even going to stoop down to that level, right? So shout out to him. But I also want to point out, number two, that this thought had the nerve to... Listen, this was a moment, right? This could have been a teachable moment. So you used to call the dude corny. You used to make fun of him. That's fine. You were kids. All you had to say was, hey, listen, I apologize for that. Or just own it and laugh it off. Like, oh yeah, I did back in the day. Whatever the case may be. But instead of saying, hey, I apologize for that. Clearly you weren't corny. Or even saying, oh, that was just something I said when I was a kid. If it made you feel away. Whatever the case may be. Any of that, instead of taking any type of accountability, ownership, instead of apologizing or even acknowledging how this man feels, or that he remembered that you used to say that, she lies and goes, oh, I never said that. I never said that. You got the wrong person. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. You were goddamn lying. You did say it. As a matter of fact, I have the quote right here. And I quote L'Oreal, who is the bird in this video. All right? L'Oreal, who went to school with him at a 7th to 12th grade academy in Newark back in the day, said in regards to the corny comment that at the time she admitted they always made him the butt of the joke. You know what's so crazy? I went to school with Micheal B. We went to Chad Science together in Newark, and to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time. Some of it was because his name was Micheal Jordan, but also it was because he used to walk around with a headshot. We used to make fun of him like, what you gonna do with that stupid headshot? Mind you, he was trying to become an actor and he was trying to become a model, which is why he walked around with the headshot, which is gonna make the next part of this video that's coming up even funnier than it already is. But anyway, she's like, it just came off as corny. So again, why not acknowledge that you teased the man, that you picked on him, that you thought he was corny, and apologize? Either apologize by saying, hey, I was a kid, I was just talking stuff, it's no big deal, or apologize by saying, you know what, I shouldn't have called you corny for being different, or just acknowledge it and laugh it off and say, yeah, I used to do that. Why lie and say you didn't do it? Like, what's the point? What happened? But I digress. Let's continue.
What was the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that you were directed with versus?
It was awesome. It's a family vibe. Yeah. Last nine years of my life, I spent on the Creed films. They're very supportive. Tessa, Felicia, Rashad, Wood Harris, people that see me grow up. Yeah. And for the fact that I stepped behind the camera and finally got a chance to direct them, they loved it, they embraced it, and it was a wonderful experience.
And was it difficult for you mentally because you're coming out of a different space?
I didn't know he was doing the athletic gear. I was staying in it. This is about y'all.
Isn't this the sexiest man show off right here? Who's the sexiest man? Because now who's the sexiest man? Because I thought you said you're on the way up. He might be the one right now.
This is the one. This is the one right here. Yeah.
So is it a tie?
Ain't no tie. We don't compete. Yeah, we don't compete.
Two number ones. Batman and Batman. Or should I? Oh, no, can't say that.
Superman and Superman.
Superman and Superman, sorry.
Good luck with that.
All right, first of all, shout out to my man Jonathan Majors. Because Jonathan Majors came and she feeling the awkward energy. She like, let me go and talk to Jonathan Majors and, maybe I can come back out of this. And Jonathan Majors looked at her immediately like, who is this orange-haired thought talking to me? Jonathan Majors immediately identified her as the op. Like he was listening in the background to everything in their conversation. Came up, that Micheal B Jordan up like, yo, what's good? She gonna talk about some, now we have Jonathan Majors, aren't you supposed to be the sexiest man alive? Who's the sexiest man alive between you two? Once again, moving the mic from her face so that you can't hear what she's saying because she's unprofessional. She's a hood rat. They need to stop putting hood rats in these positions. Y'all notice every time you go to any type of a government job, right? Or you go to any type of a journalist or any type of a radio show or anything like that, right? It's always some ratchet ass chick in there that you like, how the hell did she get here? With some BBL and some raggedy ass weave. But anyway, he immediately goes, why would you ask a question like that? And she didn't even know how to respond. Who's the sexiest man alive? Is it you or is him? Because you're supposed to be on the come up, right? Like, why would you ask a question like that? Black men, kings, standing together. You love to see. Then she goes, well, who's sexier between you and him? He goes, nah, it's him. He goes, nah, it's him. Typical black man thing, like when someone comes up to you, oh, I see you successful, or oh, I see you scored that touchdown, or oh, I see you started that business, or oh, I see you released that record. We always be like, nah, ain't me, it's him. Nah, man, I'm trying to get like you, I'm trying to get like you. Typical black thing. Then she tried to pit them against each other. Yeah, but who's sexier between you two? Now, I want you guys to realize, when Stephen A said Rihanna's not going to get the performance that Beyonce did at the Super Bowl, the first thing women did was say, why are you pitting two black women against each other? Yet she sees Jonathan Majors and the first thing she says is, oh, aren't you on the come up? So who's the sexiest man alive now? If you read between the lines, that was trying to shade Micheal B again, basically saying, oh, you hot right now, but Jonathan Majors is about to come up. Why you say you still corny basically, but Jonathan Majors didn't allow her to do that because he's a king. Kings were standing in the corners. They're like, neither one's the sexiest man alive. We're not in competition. Pat on the back. She's like, oh, it's like Batman and Batman. Well, you can't say that exactly because that's stupid, dummy. But then he's like, nah, Superman, Superman, which really is no difference. But he just did that as a last fu to the orange-haired thought. But let's go ahead and continue and wrap this video up.
How was it filming in Atlanta?
It was amazing. I've done 4 or 5 films down here, shot a couple television shows, so Atlanta's a second home to me, and I love coming down here to shoot.
Favorite restaurant here?
Oh, man, whatever hotel I'm in, their restaurant.
Well, you're not corny anymore.
Hold on. One more time. What did she just say?
Well, you're not corny anymore.
Give this girl the buzzer. You see, that's what I meant when I said when she asked not Micheal B Jordan, when she asked Jonathan Majors, well, who's the sexiest man alive now, it was shade. You could tell it was shade by that comment. That comment lets you know that when she asked him that, it was trying to take another little jab at Micheal B Jordan because she's a hair-hatted hooligan, as Tommy Sotomayor would say, and she wanted to act the mother fool again. That shows you because she still goes, well, you're not corny anymore. And she said it like it pained her to say that. And why would you end the interview like that? First of all, you dummy, you started off saying you never said he was corny. She was taken out of context and she just said they used to tease him because of his name, which was also a lie. We proved that. But then you removed all doubt about you being a liar. Once when he left, you said, well, you're not corny anymore, which means you acknowledge at the end of the day that you did call him corny at a certain point. You idiot. So what did you lie about it for in the first place? This woman doing 360 degrees, flipping left and right and turning all the goddamn way around. Then she had the nerve to go on her IG talking about something, nah, I was misquoted. I'm going to talk about this on my morning show. And again, shout out to the queens because all black women was in her comments telling her, no, you need to just apologize. No, this was a situation where you could have just been a mature adult and said my bad. Or you could have just took responsibility for what you said. Even if you didn't want to apologize. Instead, you lied. Then you made a comment at the end of the damn video admitting that you lied about calling them corny in the first place. Now you want us to go on to your raggedy ass morning hustle show that nobody listens to and it comes on the radio in the DMV. So I hear it. And like most radio shows, I get so upset with black men in the media. But like most radio shows, you're only going to get 2 types of black men on the radio show, okay? Now, black women, you'll get either the professional, educated, and uppity one, or you'll get the ghetto, ratchet, turned up BBL having one. But you only get 2 types of black men, and neither one of them are positive. You're going to get effeminate LGBTQ plus black men, and I'm not saying anything's wrong with being LGBTQ plus. But he ain't a straight man. And if you do get a straight man, he's going to be a simp. He's going to be a white knight. He's not going to be masculine at all. Because you can't be masculine and get on the radio and represent black men because that's not the image they want to portray. So she wants everyone to listen to her murder show so they can hear her little ghetto ratchet response because she knows her co-host, who, again, I've heard this show a few times on the radio every now and then. She knows her co-host ain't going to check her about anything. Is going to let her go off on a ghetto ratchet tangent and tell a bunch of lies and pretend and throw a bunch of shade in a safe space. That's why she wants everyone to listen to her show, which no one's going to do because nobody cares about her show. Nobody cares about her show. At the end of the day, all you had to do to avoid this whole embarrassing situation was just say, hey, my bad, I shouldn't have been calling you corny. Or, oh, I apologize for what I said when we was younger. Or, like I said, even if you don't want to apologize, you could have just acknowledged and owned up. Yeah, I did used to call you corny. But that's back when we was kids. That's it. But instead, she completely lies about what she did, fails to acknowledge the man's feelings about it at all, fails to apologize, and then ends it with you're not corny anymore after lying about not saying it in the first place. This is a representation of everything I tell y'all about chicks, all in one video. No accountability, suicide bombing, everything I've ever said, all in one video. And lying outright with a straight face. She did all 3 at one time. Suicide bombed herself by lying and then telling herself that she lied when there was no reason to lie in the first place. Alright? Lying with a straight face. Like, what? I didn't say that. Knowing that she did. And not taking accountability for what the hell she said or apologizing for what the hell she said. She's still not taking accountability for what she said. She's still in the Instagram comments arguing with people about she never said he was corny. She was just talking about his name. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But again, I want to end the video like I started it. If y'all want to fix your reputation, If you don't want to be viewed as having bad attitudes, okay? If you don't want to be viewed as being bitchy, being mean, being unmanageable, having no accountability, being masculine, alright? Wearing weaves and different colors, looking like a goddamn Power Ranger or a Cabbage Patch or a garden. You got orange, purple, red, every color, looking like a plate of salad. If you don't want these things to be said about you, you need to check chicks like this. Not the people who came to the conclusion, not the people who are just reacting to what they see and what they hear. Chicks like this. Y'all need to stand together and get on her ass. And again, in her comments, they were. So I'm going to give y'all props for that. But that's what you need to continue to do if you don't want to have that reputation anymore. Go at chicks like that. Get them out of the paint. I am Alex and I am out. Peace.